If you're a doctor or a plastic surgeon working in the cosmetic surgery space, you need to ensure that your advertising meets the Medical Board's new advertising guidelines by 1 July. Now, we know a lot of you are trying to do that, but the problem is you may be asking the wrong person to do it. So you're either going to your advertising company, and the problem is that the advertising companies have many times get the advertising wrong against the current guidelines. So if you're not using the advertising companies, you're getting your staff to do it. Now, what we're finding is that the staff actually haven't read the guidelines or don't understand the guidelines. So what they tend to do is copy from other practices. And what they're doing is they're copying the mistakes of others. So you're putting yourself in a position where you're actually not complying maybe with the current guidelines, but definitely not with the future guidelines. You might not think that's a big deal, but there are doctors right now that have actually had restrictions placed on them by the regulator to stop them from advertising, and they've had to go to a tribunal and fight for their right to advertise again. Now think about what that might do to your business. The time that you have to take away from your business, the time you have to go and engage lawyers, prepare and appear in a tribunal to fight for your right to advertise. It's just best to get it right from the ground up. So we would suggest that you go and speak to someone that actually has properly read and understands the advertising guidelines, both current and future, or speak to someone like us. Now, we actually lobbied to get these rules changed. So we believe that these rules are better now because we believe that it creates more honest advertising. It's about protecting the public and ensuring that people's dignity is respected, among other things. So if you want to actually get a proper opinion about whether your advertising meets the current guidelines and will meet the future guidelines, speak to us, because you don't want to be in a situation where you're actually banned from advertising. So the goal here is that everyone improves, and then everyone improves together, and that keeps the public safe. So if you would like to speak to us, reach out anytime.